Just port operator, and we're in logistics, we are in contract manufacturing, warehousing, distribution, industrial park, shipping. All of that we will leverage to make a very competitive advantage for Indian traders throughout the world. And then, lastly, the upcoming March will be a game changer for India and UAE, because this will showcase Indian products to international buyers from Africa, Middle East, and Europe. And we have the advantage of meeting the Sahel team to explain this project. The facility will cover initially 104,000 square meters, offering a combination of warehouses, retail, and hospital units. SEPA is a roadmap for enduring economic partnership. As we move forward, let us leverage this powerful tool to create a future of shared prosperity. DP World remains committed to supporting economic growth and trade facilitation in both UAE and beyond. We look forward to working together with all stakeholders to realize the full potential of SEPA and beyond. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, His Excellency Sultan Ahmad bin Sulayem. I now request Mr. Yusuf Ali, Chairman and Managing Director of Lulu Group International, to address the audience.
Honorable Chief Minister, Honorable Minister Piyush Goyal, Honorable Minister Excellency Danis Yudi, Ambassador of UAE to India and Ambassador of India to UAE, both are here. Distinguished guests, panelists, friends, I'm very happy to be a part of this UAE-India Business Summit and to be in this session along with distinguished participants. I'm staying in the UAE since 1973 for the past 50 years. Similarly, I have got special connection and attachment, Honorable Chief Minister, in heart in the state of Gujarat, Ahmedabad especially, with this beautiful city of Ahmedabad, where I spent 5 years of my youth. My late father and late uncle were doing business in Ahmedabad city. So, thank you very much. I am the Vice Chairman of the Abu Dhabi Chamber of Commerce and Industry. India and UAE enjoy a very strong, long-standing historic trade relationship for the centuries. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan himself attended this Gujarat, vibrant Gujarat, is a great achievement. And under the dynamic leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, our non-resident Indian investment, also Honorable Minister Piyush Goyal ji here, in NRA investment is to be treated as domestic investment. So we open the path to invest and non-resident Indians in the country India. Thank you very much, Piyush ji. So we are going to start 2 major projects in the state of Gujarat. One, our strategy to expand the footprint in the UAE and in the retail hospitality in India, also in food processing sectors in Gujarat. Now, government of UAE is going to construct India's biggest food park in state of Gujarat, and we are also participating, and we are going to start logistics center plus food processing in that food park. And secondly, India's biggest shopping mall, because we have got 258 shopping malls and hypermarkets in all over the world. So we are going to start construction of our India's biggest shopping mall in the Ahmedabad city, where I belong to. 4,000 crore investment plus 7,500 direct investment. Direct job opportunity. So thank you very much to the Chief Minister and the ministers who is providing all the facilities, help and assistance to investors in the state of Gujarat. So thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you, Mr. Ali. It is my honor to now invite His Excellency Dr. Thani bin Ahmed Al Ziyudi, the UAE's Minister of State for Foreign Trade, to deliver his address.
My dear brother and friend, Minister of Commerce, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Namaskar. It's really a pleasure to be with you all here today and to be back to Gujarat, one of India's economic and industrial powerhouse. The vibrant Gujarat Global Summit is a reflection of the state's importance to the country's business landscape. This year marks the 10th edition, a major milestone that underlines its status as a key meeting point for corporate leaders, investors, policymakers from across the world. For us, it's a very distinguished edition because His Highness the President attended and inaugurated, along with the Prime Minister of India, the summit. Since its launch in 2003, the event has served as to highlight India's extraordinary rise as economic force and Gujarat's predictable role within it. And in 2022, Gujarat contributed 8% to India's GDP, and it's in course to be a $1 trillion economy by 2030. The United Arab Emirates has long recognized its potential, and recent years we have deepened our engagement with Gujarat, the closest Indian state to us geographically and one of the country's key gateway to the world. Let me just quickly give some numbers. Last year, the bilateral trade between UAE and India was around $85 billion. Almost $32 billion was with Gujarat, which shows how critical this state to us. In terms of the investment, as Excellency Sultan Slayhi mentioned some of it. Yesterday we signed mega deals as well. They signed $3 billion agreement with Gujarat. Mr. Yusuf as well mentioned some investments. And we signed the food park as well as clean energy projects, which is going to be undertaken very soon. The union is also mobilizing many of projects. It was agreed during our investment during the high investment committee between His Highness Sheikh Hamad and the a few months earlier. India, or the Investment Authority, is going to open very soon its office here in Gujarat. So it's more that not only consolidate Gujarat as a major hub for FDI, but helps solidify its ties with the UAE and between us and India. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, as we all know, these bilateral ties are only growing stronger. And indeed, our two nations are now embarking on a new journey, one that combines our resources, our creativity, and our energy to meet the challenges of rapidly evolving world. Next month, we will be celebrating the second anniversary of the signing of the UAE-India Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, which was done closely and masterminded by my dear brother, Piyush Goyal. Special thanks to him, and wherever we go, we always extend our gratitude and thanks to we can already see the results from the implementation throughout the end of first half of 2023. The bilateral non-oil trade totaled almost $58.4 billion, which is 50% more than the corresponding periods in 2019 and 2020. And the first 6 months of 2023 have maintained the record-setting results of 2022, setting up, of course, and achieving our target of $100 billion of trade by 2030, trade non-oil, inshallah. The UAE-India CEPA is a clear reflection of our belief in open, rule-based trade and its ability to deliver long-term growth and development. And our investments are also multiplying. In addition to the launch of Gujarat companies such as Another Port, UCAB, Lulu, VBS healthcare groups have expanded their footprints in sectors like energy, manufacturing, food food security, healthcare, retail, and logistics. And the investment flows are far from one way. Thousands of Indian companies are now registered with our Chamber of Commerce, both in Abu Dhabi and Dubai. And both there is a considerable scope for more. Across our two growth-focused nations, the potential for joint venture is limitless. And just as we in the UAE see India as one of the world's most important markets for our exporters and investors, we hope India private sector recognize the UAE role as launchpad to access important economies of the Middle East, Africa, and Europe. Located at the global crossroad, we are the most connected country in the world with direct access to more than 400 cities. Our well-established logistic infrastructure includes Jabal Ali ports, the ninth busiest container terminal in the world, and the UAE is now on the top 1 exporter hub globally, with 2.4% of all ocean containers traffic transiting through our ports. We're also leading the exporter of tea, which we trade with 154 countries for a value of $515 million. And we don't produce tea. It shows how important the logistics is. For investors, the UAE dynamic business ecosystem offers expansion-minded Indians and enterprises a compelling platform for more business, regulation, taxation, world-class digital infrastructure, and high-caliber multinational workforces. I encourage everyone here today to explore this opportunity and offer the full support of the Ministry of Economy should you choose to pursue them. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, today's event is another important means of establishing connection and identifying collaboration between our nation. Later today, I'll be joining my dear brother and friend, Piyush Goyal, and launching a new website of UAE and the CEPA Council. This platform aims to build greater economic linkages between UAE and India and to promote and maximize the benefits of CEPA, particularly the SMEs level. And the website will be supplemented by a roadshow that will cover 11 states across 17 separate events, all of which will help businesses extract real value from our landmark. This week also will see the launch of a new report from the Confederations of Indian Industry, India-UAE Startup Initiative, titled Unlocking Opportunities, India-UAE Startup Ecosystem. It will also offer an in-depth analysis of how CEPA is sparking a new era of entrepreneurship and what more needs to be done to promote bilateral cooperation at this key level. These are just the latest examples of UAE, India working in unions to deliver the CEPA promise. They also embody its deeper messages to our two nations, shared economic, social, cultural bonds that have been forged over more than 5 decades of trust and shared interest. These are the foundation on which our CEPA is being built, and they will be the reason for its long-term success. Ultimately, we recognize our economic work better than they work in harmony. Let me conclude by thanking my dear brother, His Excellency Nasser al-Sha'ari and his team, and the Ambassador of India in Abu Dhabi, for the close collaboration coordination and producing and developing those initiatives that's going to be launched later today. I'm very confident that the industry and the ambitions of Gujarat will play its full part in achieving our goals and delivering a new chapter of bilateral growth and opportunity. All the best. Thank you so much for hosting us.
I would like to extend my sincere thanks to His Excellency Dr. Thani bin Ahmed Al-Ziyuti for his address. With great honour, I now call upon Shri Piyush Goyal ji, Honourable Minister of Commerce and Industry, Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution and Textiles, India, to share his thoughts with the audience.
My brother and the captain of this wonderful show, the Vibrant Gujarat, which truly has come out as an amazing showcase of the India story. The Chief Minister of Gujarat, Shri Bhupendra Patel, my younger brother, somebody who doesn't cease to amaze me with his energy, with his affection, and affection not only to me, but affection to India, and somebody with a heart of gold. His Excellency, Minister for International Trade, Ministry for Economy of the United Arab Emirates, Dr. Thani bin Ahmed Al Ziyudi, His Excellency Sultan Ahmed bin Sulaim, the Chief Executive Officer of DP World, another individual brimming with excitement. And as he said yesterday, and in fact, he just told me in our bilateral meeting earlier today, when he met Prime Minister Modi, his words were, and I'm trying to quote so I don't make a mistake, I quote Sultan Bhai about Prime Minister Modi, "This man is amazing. His energy, his vision is what drives and inspires us." A true friend of India, somebody who's been very instrumental in the development of the UAE business across sectors, across the world, and somebody who has brought an idea for India. And we are going to develop the Bharat part in Jebel Ali Free Trade Zone under his stewardship. And I'm very confident that will open up many, many more opportunities for international trade with the UAE and beyond. Truly a well-wisher of India. Thank you very much for all your support. My good friend, the Vice Chairman of the Abu Dhabi Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Yusuf Ali, somebody who's always been at the forefront of strengthening the UAE-India relationship and has committed to invest significantly in the India growth story. I think he forgot to also mention you're doing something in Kashmir also. He's also setting up a shopping mall not only in Ahmedabad and Lucknow, but also in Kashmir, in the valley. And of course, somebody who started with very humble beginnings in India and today runs a pretty large business in all of the Middle East. We have with us the ambassador of UAE, young and dynamic, always very, very focused on strengthening this relationship, His Excellency Abdul Nasser Jamal Al-Shali, my very good friend Mr. Dinesh, who is the chairman of CII, president of CII and chairman of the TVS Supply Chain Solutions Limited, brings a lot of value to the industry-government interface and comes up with brilliant new ideas to expand the India footprint across the world. Mr. Kunal Behel, an icon of the startup ecosystem. I see a lot of young boys and girls. I'm sure many of them have heard his story, look up to him for all the good work that he has done. Snapdeal is something that made you internationally famous, I think. And somebody who's also supporting me in my Startup Advisory Council to propagate the startup story in India and beyond. And finally, of course, the one person who's a constant when it comes to government-industry interface and somebody with a very, very big heart, somebody who's always concerned for industry and India, Shri Chandrajit Banerjee, the Secretary General of CII, and somebody who has always held the India flag high in good times and bad times, making sure that the India story is told across the world. in a way which makes India truly a giant, makes India recognized across the world. In fact, he has, in the last 1 year alone, led 5 delegations to the UAE in different sectors, further strengthening the bonds between UAE and India. Thank you very much for all the work that you do to strengthen this relationship. All the distinguished participants of the UAE India Business Summit, captains of industry, friends from the media, namaskar. Truly delighted that this summit will help us discuss opportunities to unlock the huge potential that the UAE-India story holds for all of us. We are very, very honored by the presence of His Highness Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, who truly is a friend of India, a well-wisher of India, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi's dear brother. And together, they have crafted and taken the India-UAE relationship to the highest level possible. We are indeed grateful that His Highness agreed to be the chief guest of Vibrant Gujarat. His visionary leadership has taken the UAE to greater heights, and I am sure with his support and friendship, we will grow together, we will truly have an opportunity to expand the relationships in the years ahead and take this relationship to the next level. In fact, for the India-UAE relationship, even the sky is not the limit, because now we are talking to each other for space exploration together and a partnership in the field of space. That is the kind of expansion we are seeing in the UAE-India partnership, be it food security, be it education. We have an IIT coming up in Abu Dhabi. We heard about the food park being set up in Gujarat. We are planning to set up offices of APIDA and MPIDA in UAE to serve UAE and the Gulf region. We've already signed an agreement to promote RuPay cards and have an agreement between the UPI and their counterpart in the UAE. We've started RuPay Dirham direct trade in local currencies. There's significant traction to the idea to connect India and Europe via the Middle East through the India-Middle East-Europe economic corridor, which was announced on at the G20, on the sidelines of the G20 Leaders Summit at Bharat Mandapam in New Delhi. Both of us hosted the climate action towards climate action. We co-hosted the Global Green Credit Initiative at COP28, which was very, very successfully held at Abu Dhabi last year. What we are witnessing between the UAE and India is a multifaceted partnership growing beyond borders. There are many, many areas where we see the UAE as our trusted friend and partner. Both countries are looking to expand our relations in many new areas, including a startup bridge between the two countries. And I do hope our friends who are all assembled here will take the opportunity to forge new partnerships, new relationships, identify new opportunities on both sides, UAE and India, and take advantage of possibly the best relations the two countries have ever shared in our centuries-old friendship. Our bonds have always been very strong. getting stronger by the day, and I have absolutely no doubt with the increasing defense cooperation. We just had the first joint military exercise, the desert cyclone in Rajasthan, with increasing cultural and economic relations. The Bharat Bazaar that His Excellency Sultan Bhai just spoke about, that DP World is proposing in Jebel Ali Free Trade Zone, and which will be discussed in greater detail in the panel after this session. The fact that we are going to soon have one of the most beautiful temples in the world, the Babs Swaminarayan Temple, coming up in Abu Dhabi, which the Honorable Prime Minister will be attending for the Pran Pratishtha of the temple on 14th of February next month. All of these are signaling a new, bright, glorious, golden future in this relationship. I must mention that it's very difficult to keep pace with Dr. Thani. He's a man on the move. Obviously, the world's fastest ever FTA between two countries, which was between UAE and India, could not have ever happened but for his relentless pursuit, his commitment, and his speed of action. In my several years that I've known him now, I can't recall a single instance when I did not ask him for anything and he would have ever hesitated to say, consider it done. That's the kind of person Dr. Thani is. Honestly, every single thing that I've asked him, to the extent that once I had to backtrack on something which I had already promised him when we were negotiating the FTA. I hope it doesn't get you into trouble, Dr. Thani. But I actually, under the request of the Indian industry, after having committed something to Dr. Thani, I had to backtrack. And I was so miserably embarrassed, I can't tell you. But after talking to him, he made me so comfortable. And he said, don't worry, it happens. We'll sort it out. I'll accept your request. It was truly a moment during our negotiations that touched my heart and that gave me the confidence that here is a partner, here is a friend, and here is a brother that one can trust, with whom you can be absolutely free and frank, and with whom you can aspire for big goals. Because as the Honorable Prime Minister said today, both the UAE and India will not settle for second best. Both countries are on the move. We are aspiring to expand our bilateral trade to $100 billion, but that's only a stepping stone to the future. We are aspiring for cooperation on a zillion things across the board, different sectors, and we are open to ideas. We are looking for newer propositions from industry and business, and we want to see the India-UAE partnership as the defining partnership of the 21st century, from a shared history of spice trade and maritime links to being natural partners in the progress of both countries. This is one relationship that has withstood every adversity and withstood the test of time. And I have no doubt in my mind, going forward, it will only get better and better. In fact, to my mind, while in the first year or so, we've increased our trade under the CEPA, I think this is only the beginning. We have miles to go, and I'm confident as I see the leadership of the UAE, that commitment to work with India for greater goals, bigger ambitions, we will not have any opportunity that we cannot really look for working with the UAE. We are both countries with political stability, business-friendly policies, transparency in governance, where the next-gen infrastructure is being created, and with a large skilled manpower pool, both countries can grow together, can prosper together. Of course, India adds one more dimension of being a large market, a market of 1.4 billion people, and therefore gives an opportunity to the UAE to look at bigger investments into the Indian economy, and which will support both countries, them to deploy the large amount of petrodollars, and for us, a lot of learnings from the wonderful infrastructure work that UAE has done, a lot of which I think many of you would have experienced and enjoyed during your travels to the UAE. I must also compliment Dr. Thani for his leadership of the WTO ministerial that is going to be held next month. He's the chair of the Ministerial Conference 13 being held in Abu Dhabi in February. And the work that he has done so far is truly phenomenal in trying to bring convergence to very, very different viewpoints across the world. It's a very, very challenging task that he has taken upon his broad shoulders, and I have no doubt that he will be successful. I assure him India's full support in making the MC13 a grand success, and we will stand rock solid behind Dr. Thani and behind UAE in their leadership of the MC13 next month and beyond. Friends, Honorable Prime Minister today made a very prophetic and telling comment. He spoke about the world looking at India as a friend who can be trusted, bharosemand mitra, a voice that believes in global good, an engine of growth in the global economy, a tech hub for finding solutions, and a democracy that delivers. Whenever the world wants to look for investment, whenever the world wants to look for industry, whenever the world is looking for innovation, whenever the world wants to locate inclusive growth, the one place which has all the ingredients to support each of these elements, it is India. And I would like to assure my friends from the UAE that India, with its vast demographic dividend, young population of under 30 young boys and girls, in fact the average age of India's population is 28.4 years. This under 30 population, average population, aspiring for a better quality of life, connected with the rest of the world. We have nearly 900 million people connected on the internet. Looking at what's happening across continents in other countries, driven by ambition for a better future for themselves and their families, this under 30 population, our demographic dividend, expected to continue to be under 30 for the next 30 years. So we have a 30 by 30 matrix, an under 30 population expected to be under 30 for the next 30 years, and adding $30 trillion in the Amrit Kal to India's economy. That is the future vision, and that is the offering that we have to give. I invite UAE to be a part of this story. I invite UAE to invest in India, to invest in the India story, because when you invest in India, You are investing in the dreams of 1.4 billion people. You are investing in the aspirations of 1/6 of humanity. That is the shared vision and future to make India a developed and prosperous nation by 2047. And we, the UAE and India, together will make this happen. We look forward to creating opportunities in the future. And I'm sure our ambassador, Shri Sanjay Sudhir, working relentlessly day and night, pursuing this partnership, ensuring seamless friendship and growth in this relationship will certainly make huge impact on the India-UAE partnership. Thank you, Sanjay, for your leadership of this relationship. Thank you, Excellency Ambassador. Thank you, Dr. Thani, for being in full strength in India. And our grateful thanks to His Highness for agreeing to inaugurate Vibrant Gujarat 2024. Let's make this relationship move mountains and go forward. We seek your blessings and your support, and I'm sure we'll continue to get the guidance of our Honorable Chief Minister, Shri Bhupendra Bhai Patel. Thank you very much.
I would like to express my gratitude to Shri Piyush Goyal ji for his kind address. We now move towards the much-awaited launch of the CII India UAE Startup Initiative, Unlocking Opportunities, India-UAE Startup Ecosystem Convergence Report. I request the volunteers to distribute the reports to our dignitaries. Thank you, everyone. It is with great anticipation and enthusiasm that we approach the launch of the UAE-India SEPA Council. Announced on the sidelines of the first meeting of the Joint Committee of the UAE-India Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement on 12 June 2023, the Council will play a critical role in further expanding cooperation between UAE and Indian businesses. Today, we will witness the unveiling of the Council's website and branding tool. We will also be showcasing an audio-visual presentation looking at the SEPA's progress so far. With this, ladies and gentlemen, the much-awaited UICC website is now live. We welcome you to register your interest on our website. I now request you all to join me in extending a warm welcome to His Excellency Dr. Abdul Nasir Al Shali, UAE Ambassador to India, and His Excellency Sanjay Sudhir, Ambassador of India to the UAE, on the dais for a group photograph.
फोटोग्राफर
Thank you, everyone. I would now like to call upon Shri Bhupinder Bhai Patel, Honorable Chief Minister of Gujarat, to address the audience.
Vibrant Gujarat ગ્લોબલ સમિટ 10મી આવૃત્તિના શુભારંભ અન્વયે આયોજિત ઇન્ડિયા યુએઈ કન્ટ્રી સેમિનારમાં આપણી સૌની સાથે મંચ ઉપર ઉપસ્થિત કેન્દ્રીય મંત્રી શ્રી પિયુષ ગોયલજી, યુએઈના વિદેશ મંત્રી એક્સેલન્સી ડોક્ટર તાહની બિન અહેમદ અલ ઝિયોદી, CEO DP વર્લ્ડના શ્રી સુલતાન અહેમદ બિન સુલેમ, યુએઈના ભારત સ્થિત એમ્બેસેડર શ્રી અબ્દુલ નસીર જમાલ અસલ્લી, CEIના ચેરમેન શ્રી R દિનેશજી, નેપિડના કંપનીના સહસ્થાપક શ્રી કૃણાલ બહાલ, CEIના ડાયરેક્ટર જનરલ શ્રી ચંદ્રજીત બેનર્જી, લુલુ ગ્રુપના ચેરમેન શ્રી યુસુફ અલી, આમંત્રિત ઉદ્યોગ જગતના સૌ મહાનુભાવો, ઉપસ્થિત અધિકારીગણ, પ્રેસ મીડિયાના મિત્રો, સૌને મારા નમસ્કાર. ગુજરાતી બધાને વિશ્વના સૌથી લોકપ્રિય નેતા અને ભારતના યશસ્વી વડાપ્રધાન શ્રી નરેન્દ્રભાઈ મોદીએ ગુજરાતને ભારતનું ગ્રોથ એન્જિન અને વિકાસનું રોલ મોડેલ સ્ટેટ બનાવ્યું. તેના પાયામાં તેમણે શરૂ કરેલી વાઇબ્રન્ટ સમિટની પરંપરા છે. વાઇબ્રન્ટ સમિટે ગુજરાતના ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રી, ટ્રેડ અને ટુરિઝમ જેવા વિવિધ સેક્ટર્સમાં ગ્રોથ એન્શ્યોર કર્યો અને સાથે સાથે રાજ્યને નોલેજ શેરિંગ અને નેટવર્કિંગનું ગ્લોબલ પ્લેટફોર્મ પણ બનાવ્યું છે. આ સમિટમાં વિશ્વના અનેક દેશોની સહભાગિતા દિવસે ને દિવસે વધતી રહી છે અને ગુજરાત બેસ્ટ ડેસ્ટિનેશન ઓફ ઇન્વેસ્ટમેન્ટ તરીકે પ્રસ્થાપિત થયું છે. વાઇબ્રન્ટ ગુજરાત ગ્લોબલ સમિટની આ 10મી કડી ભારત અને યુએઈ વચ્ચેના બિઝનેસ રિલેશનને વધુ સુદૃઢ બનાવવાનું માધ્યમ પણ બની છે. ભારત અને યુએઈ 5000 કરતા વધુ વર્ષોથી સૌહાર્દપૂર્ણ સંબંધોનો ઇતિહાસ ધરાવે છે. એટલું જ નહીં, માનવજાત સામેની સમસ્યાઓના સમાધાન માટે પણ બંને દેશો સાથે મળીને પ્રયાસરત છે. આ સંબંધોને વધુ સુદૃઢ બનાવતા ભારત અને યુએઈ વચ્ચે સસ્ટેનેબલ પોર્ટ્સ, 5-સ્ટાર હોટેલ્સ એન્ડ શોપિંગ મોલ્સ, shipping એવિએશન, ફૂડ પાર્ક્સ જેવા સેક્ટર્સમાં પરસ્પર સ્ટ્રેટેજિક સહયોગના MOU કરવામાં આવ્યા છે. ભારત અને યુએઈ વચ્ચેનો વેપાર 2022માં $85 બિલિયન સુધીનો વિસ્તર્યો અને બંને એકબીજાના લીડિંગ ટ્રેડિંગ પાર્ટનર બન્યા છે. યુએઈ ભારતનું બીજું સૌથી મોટું એક્સપોર્ટ ડેસ્ટિનેશન છે, તો યુએઈ ભારતમાં ફોરેન ડાયરેક્ટ ઇન્વેસ્ટમેન્ટ કરનારું અગ્રણી રાષ્ટ્ર છે. હજુ ગયા વર્ષે ભારત અને યુએઈ વચ્ચે ફ્રી ટ્રેડ એગ્રીમેન્ટ, કોમ્પ્રિહેન્સિવ ઇકોનોમિક પાર્ટનરશિપ એગ્રીમેન્ટ સાઇન થયા છે. આના પરિણામે દ્વિપક્ષીય વેપાર 15% જેટલો વધ્યો છે. 2021 ની દુબઈ એક્સપોની મારી મુલાકાત દરમિયાન સીએનજી, પોર્ટ ડેવલપમેન્ટ, ટુરિઝમ જેવા ક્ષેત્રમાં એકબીજાના સહયોગથી આગળ વધવાની બાબતે વિચાર વિમર્શ થયો હતો. બેન્કિંગ અને ફાઇનાન્શિયલ સર્વિસ તથા રેગ્યુલેટરી પ્રેક્ટિસ ક્ષેત્રમાં ગિફ્ટ સિટી સાથે દુબઈ ઇન્ટરનેશનલ ફાઇનાન્સ સેન્ટરે એમઓયુ કરેલા. ગુજરાતના એફડીઆઈમાં યુએઈ 2.4 બિલિયન US$નો હિસ્સો ધરાવે છે. યુએઈ અને ભારત વચ્ચે એનર્જી કોઓપરેશન સતત વધી રહ્યું છે. યુએઈ ભારતને ફૂડ ઓઇલ એક્સપોર્ટ કરે છે તો ભારત યુએઈ ને રિફાઇન્ડ પેટ્રોલિયમ પ્રોડક્ટ્સ એક્સપોર્ટ કરે છે. 2015 માં વડાપ્રધાન શ્રી નરેન્દ્રભાઈ મોદીએ યુએઈ ની પ્રથમ સ્ટેટ વિઝિટ કરીને ભારત અને યુએઈ ના સંબંધોના નવા અધ્યાયનો પ્રારંભ કર્યો. શ્રી નરેન્દ્રભાઈ મોદીની આ વિઝિટ લગભગ 34 વર્ષ બાદ ભારતીય પ્રધાનમંત્રીની પ્રથમ સ્ટેટ વિઝિટ હતી. વડાપ્રધાન શ્રી યુએઈના રાષ્ટ્રપતિ શ્રી સાથેની આત્મીય મિત્રતાનું રિફ્લેક્શન ભારત યુએઈના બાયલેટરલ રિલેશનમાં પણ જોવા મળે છે. એક જ મિત્રભાવ અને આત્મીયતા સાથે દરેક ભારતીય યુએઈના નાગરિકમાં પોતાના સ્વજનો જુએ છે. 30 લાખથી વધુ ભારતીયો યુએઈમાં રોજગાર વેપાર માટે વસવાટ કરે છે. ભારત અને યુએઈના દ્વિપક્ષી સંબંધોમાં ગુજરાતનું સ્થાન મોખાનું છે. યુએઈ સાથે ગુજરાત દરિયાઈ માર્ગ છે સીધા જોડાયેલું છે. ગુજરાત ભારતનું ગેટવે છે. ગુજરાતનો પોર્ટ લેડ ડેવલપમેન્ટ, ઇઝ ઓફ લોજિસ્ટિક્સ અને કાર્ગો હેન્ડલિંગ કેપેસિટી વેપાર માટે ગુજરાત અને યુએઈની મજબૂત ભાગીદારીનો આધાર છે તેમ હું સમજુ છું. લોજિસ્ટિક અને પોર્ટ ક્ષેત્રની દુબઈની અગ્રણી કંપની ડીપી વર્લ્ડ દ્વારા પણ આ વાઇબ્રન્ટ સમિટ અન્વયે ગુજરાતમાં પોર્ટ ડેવલપમેન્ટ સેક્ટર માટે એમઓયુ કરવામાં આવ્યા છે. યુએઈના ઉદ્યોગકારો ગુજરાતમાં રોકાણ કરવા ઉત્સુક છે તે માટે વાઇબ્રન્ટ સમિટમાં આપ સૌની વિશાળ ઉપસ્થિતિથી દેખાઈ રહ્યું છે. અમદાવાદમાં રિવરફ્રન્ટ ફેઝ 2 માં યુએઈના શોભા ડેવલપર સાથે રાજ્ય સરકારે એમઓયુ કર્યા છે. શોભા ગ્રુપ રૂપિયા 1000 કરોડના રોકાણ સાથે 4.5 કિલોમીટરનો સાબરમતી રિવરફ્રન્ટનો સ્ટ્રેચ ડેવલપ કરશે. ગુજરાતની ધાર્મિક સામાજિક સંસ્થા બીએપી દ્વારા યુએઈમાં મિડલ ઈસ્ટનું સૌથી મોટું મંદિર બની રહ્યું છે. ગુજરાતમાં બીએપીએસ યુએઈ મંદિરને લઈને ખૂબ ઉત્સાહનો માહોલ છે. વડાપ્રધાનશ્રીના નેતૃત્વમાં ભારત યુએઈના સંબંધો ટ્રેડથી આગળ વધી ટુરિઝમ, ટેલેન્ટ અને ટ્રેડિશન સુધી વિસ્તર્યા છે. આ સંબંધોને વાઇબ્રન્ટ ગુજરાત ગ્લોબલ સમિટ નવી ઊંચાઈ આપશે એવા વિશ્વાસ સાથે વિરમું છું. ભારત માતા કી જય. વંદે માતરમ. જય જય ગણેશ.
I would like to extend my sincere thanks to Shri Bhupinder Bhai Patel for his address. I now request Mr. Chandrajit Banerjee to grace us with his closing remarks.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, just wanted to thank our dignitaries, the Honorable Chief Minister, our Honorable Commerce Minister, our Honorable Minister from UAE, all the dignitaries on the dais, and all of you for really giving this particular important session, a byproduct of the vibrant Gujarat, a great start. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
I request you all to kindly remain seated as we prepare for the panel discussion session. Kindly vacate the exit area for our guests.
લાઈવ ચાલુ રાખવાનું બંધ ચાલુ